Will I survive? Leave your predictions in the comments and watch this video to see if you are correct. Hey guys, Keegan Views back with a brand new video today on the channel. And we are back on Keegan Views Fun World. So, it is episode 15. And today, we're not doing anything on the ship. We're not doing anything to the farms. And we're not doing anything to the sheep. Instead, we are going to go down there, maybe, and create a mine. As eventually I'll want to go strip mining to get plenty of ores and resources. Today we're going to basically make a start on that. So let's go back to the base and get the stuff we need. Right, let's grab our iron pickaxes and our shovels, as well as sword, shield, bucket, torches. Let's go. I'm on with putting it over this way, so that it's out of the way a little bit, but you still can see it from the base. We're going to do it here because I've just thought of something. So we're going to take it down to this level here, so that it's visible from our base. Fill this part in with dirt, so that then it will kind of just nicely blend into the environment. Thinking about it, it does need taking down a block. That's all done. So now if I get rid of all this stone here and put dirt over the top, it'll then just nicely blend into the area and look a little bit cleaner. So that is kind of what it looks like from up here. Now we need some oak logs for decoration. 51, that should be plenty to do what we need to do to start off with. I can always get more later on if needs be. So simply just go up by 3 here and then up by an extra 2. Because now what we're doing is making the supports for the outer part. It's as if the structure's been held up. In the long run, doing this is a bit of a waste, but you've got to decorate your builds where you can. So it basically looks like now that it's been held up by something. And what I'm also going to do is just knock this bit of the mountain away by a block, so then it's a bit cleaner and nothing is touching the mine. Today I just thought I'd make a start on the front and make it look a bit nicer, and then next video we can start on the actual mine. So now we're onto the inside of the mountain. It's going to still keep this theme here. Right, there we go. Right, so 1, 2, 3. I've run out of wood, but here's what we're kind of getting at. So I'm going to do another one of these through there, and then once I've chiseled another one of those out, I'm going to make a storage room, so then we can store all of the blocks that we collect while mining locally to the place you mine from. Then also, it's just one less chest we've got to worry about down in the actual base. I'm gonna get some more wood and I'll be right back with you. Right, there we go, we've got a stack worth of logs which will do us nicely. And what I'm gonna do is on each pillar at the top here, I'm gonna just add a torch to brighten the area up a little bit, so that then nothing will spawn here. And now we're going to chisel another one of these out again. Right, as soon as it's turning dark and I don't want to keep running to and from my bed, I'm going to block that up and we're working through the night. There we go, that's another one of these compartments done. Now we can dig these out either side. The same amount as what this is. Uh-oh. Right, this is as far as we're going to be able to go this direction, as we're coming to a lot of the surface. Sad times, my shovel's broke and I'm not going up to the surface. I had visions of a zombie just dropping straight through the hole. But the reason I'm doing this is I'm getting bored of iron tools. So now we can do the same on this side, but this side's going to be the storage and this side's going to be the staircase, because this side I can start going down, whereas this way we'll be able to expand it more that way. So I want to start on the staircase. It's going to follow the shape of this in a way, because it's simply just going to go down like this. There's going to be 3 blocks and then the ceiling. And now it's the case of repeating this until we get to Y15, which is iron level. All about iron. Found a nice cheeky 2. Oh, whoa. The mine shaft. I'm hoping it's just turning day. I'm going to run back to base, make another shovel, grab a bucket of water, and I'm going to make a crafting table to put down in here. Put it there, I think. I'm going to make a permanent furnace. Right, while it's daytime, I am going to get a few more loads of wood, just so that then we've 100% got plenty to do what we need to do. Right, there we go, I've got a few more logs to put nicely into the furnace. Let that smelt. Now we can put a stack of cobblestone in there to turn it into stone. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, what I'm going to do now is add patches of cobble around the place so it looks a bit uneven. That's 6 stone there. It's not loads, but it's enough to it's enough to make a start with. However, I survived that. I do not know. Right, just give that a bit of time. There we go. I'm thinking, guys, to add a bit of texture to the floor on the walls. Maybe to add a few slabs in places so it's a bit uneven. Something a little bit like this, so it's not obviously too smooth, but it's not too flat. And away we go with the water again. Just try to make sure I give the water enough time to push away this time. Nicely does it. That is the cave, I'm pretty sure, where we took our very first death in the series. Doing this is very, very sketchy. Just top that up a bit in case. Thinking about it, we actually need to take this up another block. Because I'm going to put stairs underneath. Well, on the tops of these blocks here. So it's just that bit easier to run up and down. I'm going to put it out there now. I will probably die in this video. To be honest, it doesn't help when I'm doing stupid stuff like this. But it's iron. But the reason I'm doing this is I'm getting bored of iron tools. Reason I've done it out of dirt is so that I can just go trim and trim. Wait for the rest of this to smelt. As you see though, I've got 5 iron from this journey today alone. Okay. Let that just drop a lot as there's monster galore. Right, I'll come back to you when that's done properly. That should be long enough. Nicely does it. So now it just means we can keep going down here like how we are, without having to constantly keep stopping and starting. What I'm gonna do, I've done like the next 2 steps instead of just the next one, so that then I'm not constantly dropping down. The joys of having temporary blocks. There's no way we're going to line up with that platform, surely. I am getting quite nervous now as we are getting closer and closer to the ground. We've got a decent chunk done down to there, but at the minute stone supplies are a bit short and I'm burning through it all a bit too quick. So I'm going to smelt a stack at base. Right, what I'm going to do is let this lot smelt and everything, and simply just try to get as much as I can, and then I'll come back to you guys and hopefully get a bit closer to the bottom of the mine. And also, we've got another seed to add to the wheat patch, which is always good. I'm gonna have to make a campfire soon to shear the honey. Right, I'll see you in about 2 seconds. Hopefully, I'll be close enough to the smelter to keep it running whilst I am busy here. Buckle that up for the safety. And back to where we left off. Wow. We are approaching the floor of the cave. Next video, I'll be staircasing this up properly. To get it so it's proper staircase and you're not having to jump up. Before this video ends, I am going to chisel through here a little bit, just to add my little room for storage. I'm going to collect that. Well, the plan is I'm going to get the rest of this copper. And at the front of the mine, I want to put raw blocks of copper and stuff. So there we go. It's going to simply go across another block there, and then this bit here is where the chests will nicely, obviously, to store the loot. Chisel, the same dimensions. By the looks of it, we've run out of oak logs. Just chopped that one tree, as that is more than enough to do what I need to do. I've not done any exploring today, as 1.21 comes out in literally less than a week from when you guys will be hopefully watching this, as it comes out June 13th. So I'm wanting to load as little chunks as possible, so we don't have as far to go to get the new features. But as soon as my world updates to 1.21, we will be exploring. Now this is done, I'm going to mine out an extra strip of blocks off of there and on this side too, maybe. But in this compartment, I'm going to have quite a few chests when I come to doing it next video. So I know it looks a bit out of place for those there, but chests will say it here. So we'll have more than enough space to store everything we need to. I'm wanting to get rid of the rest of this just so it looks a bit more complete. I'm even considering making a little mound of cobble and adding some copper blocks into it, just to add a bit of depth to the entire build. As I think it'd look quite cool. So, because then, in a way, it looks like a big ore type thing. I'll adjust that more next video, but I'm quite happy with the progress we've got today. So, next video, I'll be finishing that off. On the video after that, if all goes well, we will be on 1.21. To be fair, we might be on 1.21 next time I'm recording, but we shall see. But that, guys, is all that I have got time for today. So, Keegan View, over and out.